going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Welcome back here today to a reaction video of Bleacher Report's 2020 NBA redraft. So a reason why I wanted to react to this article today is because I'm going to be dropping my own 2020 redraft here on this channel in a few days. So I kind of want to see maybe what some other outlets are saying. Dan Favell of Bleacher Report is who we're going to be reacting to. I will leave a link to this in the description below. Since we've already had a full year of these guys in the league, some have been elite players at the top, including these two right here, and then also some have been busts in the top 10 as well. Now, okay, no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that word. I think it's dumb to call people that word, so I'm being very hypocritical. Some have not lived up to the top 10 hype yet, and have looked disappointing, or maybe going to that trajectory of that B word. And nobody from the 2020 class should be called the B word. I don't even think most people from the 2019 class should be called that. I think 2018, you can lean in with like Kevin Knox being a bust. You can say Marvin Bagley has been a bust for the second overall pick. He's been a fine player in the league, but not like it had a Luka Doncic, Trae Young, etc. So you can say some of those guys have been a bust, like Mo Bamba as a top 10 pick. Probably a bust for that value, but still a good player. But I would say like the only top 10 pick that's not really a fine, like an all right player in the league that's really rotation playable is Kevin Knox, and that's the one my team drafted. But yeah, back to the 2020 draft. I will not be using that B word. I think it's silly. They've only been in the league for 2 years now. So it was just a fraudulent slip. I didn't mean to say that. So they're actually going to go from 30 to 1. I like it. Ooh, okay. Like, I keep forgetting Desmond Bane was the 30th overall pick. The Grizzlies got Desmond Bane at 30. I was a huge fan of Desmond Bane going into the draft. He was one of the guys I was right on, and I thought, like, Miami, when they took Precious Achiuwa, like, that was like, why didn't you take him? There was teams like, I guess, Dallas with Josh Green. I thought they were going to take Desmond Bane, especially when they traded Seth Curry as well, but we'll see. So, Precious Achiuwa at 30. Then we got Malachi Flynn actually going 29. Did they have any, like, odd men out? They did not. So I will probably have honorable mentions in mine as well. 28, Josh Green. Pick is Jaden McDaniels. Okay. 27, we got Xavier Tillman. I actually picked Udoka Azubuike. Why does Tillman seem kind of low? I feel like he's been a good rotational big. I mean, he's been better than everybody mentioned so far. Even Precious Achiuwa, and the Grizzlies got him in the second round. Man, they are arguably the best drafting team in the league. And then he's right at, like, behind Killian Hayes, who went, oh, what did he go? 7th? No. He went 8th? I'm trying to remember. Okoro went 5. Who went? Oh my God, I don't even remember. Patrick Williams, Okoro. Denny went 9. I think Obi went 8. I think Hayes went 7. It literally says that right there. I'm an idiot. Who went 6? I can't remember who went 6 in that class. It's Okongwu. Okay. So he's got Killian Hayes here. Peyton Pritchard, I'm guessing, doesn't go in the first round, but wow. Like, Killian Hayes behind RJ Hampton. Okay, are we making that assessment yet? Or that, I guess that assumption, like, damn, Killian Hayes, he was, oh man, I hit on Halliburton with my prediction. I thought he was a top 5 player in the class. My top 5 was, I believe it was LaMelo, Ant, Wiseman. So, I think it was that. It could be different, but I'm pretty sure it was LaMelo, Ant, Wiseman. And then I had Killian Hayes at 4. I was big on Killian Hayes. And then I had Halliburton at 5, which, I think has been pretty good so far, and I really wanted my Knicks to take him at 8, and they did not. So we got RJ Hampton going here when the actual pick was Emmanuel Quickley. I would expect Quickley to be higher. We'll see, though. He's not been great this year. So then we got Kira Lewis. What? Why would you have Kira Lewis in front of Killian Hayes? Is it because he hasn't, like, I don't know, like a flyer? Like, I don't know. Like, Hayes and Kira Lewis, like, Lewis has been hurt. Hayes had the injury the rookie year. Why is he above these two? Why is he above Hayes? Like, Hayes had more potential going in the draft, and he hasn't done anything to show that he's been better than Hayes. So why would you have him in front of Hayes? I definitely won't have that in my 2020 redraft. So next up, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves selecting Peyton Pritchard. I don't know. Peyton Pritchard, better last year than this year, you could say. Whew. Like, it's going to be interesting to also see where I put Landry Bolmaro, who we haven't seen much of yet. And, like, will that be a good thing? Will that be a bad thing? I mean, like, going into the 2020 draft, it wasn't really showcased, or people didn't really think it was a star-studded draft. I mean, like, 2021 was known as a very good draft, I would say. 2020 wasn't known to be a very good draft. Going into it, I'm saying. I think 2019 wasn't anything special either. It was very top-heavy, like, in the pre-draft reports, or the pre-draft analysis with Zion, Ja, and RJ. 2018 was known as a stud draft, as well as, I think, 2017 going in. And That's pretty much how long I've been covering at least draft content on this channel. 2016, I was kind of fringe there, like getting into rebuilds and stuff, and being NBA like my main content on YouTube. So next up, we have Jordan Norwa going to the, I feel like I always butcher his name. It's just weird. Norwa, like the NW. For me, maybe I'm just illiterate. Probably am, or yeah. We got Denver taking him. He's been a good player, been a good second-round pick. He was really good at Louisville. He was one of the best collegiate players that year. Next up, we got Trey Jones. It's crazy. Trey Jones in front of Killian Hayes already. Are we saying that? It's kind of crazy. I'm not saying like this is right or wrong. I'm just saying it's kind of crazy just to think about. So now we got pick 20 to 16. I see a couple second-round picks, or just one in there. Obi Toppin's still in there. I like it. I feel like Obi is just so misused on the Knicks. Like, yes, he's old, so, like, he might be entering his prime soon of his NBA, like, athleticism and his talent level, but he's just so misused on the Knicks. Taj Gibson plays more minutes than him. Like, Tibbs never gives him a chance to run the small ball 5. It's very frustrating. It is. And I don't even want to go into Tibbs this year after the Knicks blowing 20-point lead to the Blazers, to the Thunder, to the Nets. And it's like, I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here. I might, you know, I might just make a video. I probably had this plan to go up on the 17th, but I might make a rant video about Tibbs here. That you probably already seen. That just gave me a video idea because I'm going to Florida this weekend, so I got to think of a couple ideas ahead of time. So we got Cam Martin Jr., been a good second-round pick, so this is a nice jump for him. Then we have Zeke Naji. Okay. Interesting to have Zeke Naji over Xavier Tillman. Interesting. Then we got James Wiseman, 18. That is a big drop for him. James Wiseman behind Obi, I don't know. I guess, Obi's played more, and he's shown more flashes because we've seen him more, but I still think I would have Wiseman in front of Obi in a redraft. Like, the Warriors were not, they didn't want to trade Wiseman in a Miles Turner trade. I don't think he's going 18 in a redraft. That seems very low. Obi to Minnesota, I guess like a scheme fit there, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not really Obi over Wiseman's interesting, and I'm a Knicks fan. Poku there, Poku over Wiseman. What have we seen from Pokusevski so far? That like Wiseman's been hurt, yes, but Poku, he's not been efficient at all. I don't know. He's still only 20 years old. I'm not saying Poku's gonna be a bad player in this league. God, he's still like a kid, right? I'm 2 years older than Poku, but I just wouldn't have him in front of Wiseman. Next up, we have 15 to 11. We got a Kungwu at 15, who's been playing very well this year. He might make the Hawks put up Clint Capella on the trade block. He's been that good. And it's a good thing because he was drafted in the top 10 to be so. He's just had a lot of injury issues, so it's nice to see him being a very good defensive anchor for them. And they need defense. So next up, we got the Celtics taking Okoro, who's been a nice kind of defender, wing for the Cavs. I think just got to get his efficiency up. But I think if he can develop a three-point shot, which is obviously very teachable in the league, and he's that 3-and-D guy, he's like that Dorian Finney-Smith for Cleveland. That is perfect around Mobley, Allen, and Garland. That's the guy they need. They don't need Okoro to be a 20-point per game scorer. They need him to be 10 to 15, hit 35+% of his threes, and just continue to play very good defense. Next up, we have Jaden McDaniels. Oh, I mentioned Jalen. Oh, no. Okay, no, never mind. I'm done. That was in the actual pick thing. Okay. McDaniels has been good, and he's shown great athleticism. Yeah, okay. I can get behind that. I'd probably prefer Okongwu, because I still think Okongwu has a higher ceiling, but McDaniels in the lottery in the redraft is fine with me. Next up, we have Sadiq Bey, who has been struggling more this year with his efficiency compared to last year. Tyler Bay, I was a big fan of him out of Colorado. But, it's not a great sight to see that efficiency drop off. But he is taking a lot more shots this year, which is expected. But maybe it's showing that he can't be a volume guy. I don't know. He's a very smart player. I think he'll figure it out. Isaiah Stewart, who I wasn't very high on going into the draft, or where he was selected. I thought he should have went late first round, kind of where Tillman went. And I thought the Pistons taking kind of Isaiah Stewart didn't really fit them, but they were in a rebuild. I was very wrong about that. I like it a lot. Next up, 10 to 6. We got Emmanuel Quickley at 10. Man, I don't know. Quickley's efficiency has just dropped off this year. But, you watch him against the Nets, such a spark plug, and I'm going to go into my rant about it that you've probably already seen what Tibbs does. So I'm not going to mention that too much. Jalen Smith, could have had Halliburton in Phoenix. But, hey, maybe they don't trade for Chris Paul then. Maybe they don't. Or you could have had both. Next up, Washington takes Cole Anthony. Actual pick was Denny Avdia. Do we not? Oh, no, we do have Avdia in here. Okay. All right. They take that point guard. I like it. I'm still surprised Cole Anthony went that way. I don't know if it was a UNC bias by me, but I love Cole Anthony going into the draft. Denny Avdia here, who has been a very nice defender. Better on the defensive side of the ball than I thought he has been. 8. Okay. Patrick Williams. See, like, why do you have Wiseman so low, but Patrick Williams is at 7? I don't really get that. I don't. Like, both have had major injuries. Both are so incredibly young. Both went, picked in the top 4. I don't get that. Like, why is Wiseman so low? Patrick Williams is only dropping 4 spots. Next up, Devin Vassell, who I'm, like, very happy with. Like, I wanted the Knicks to take him, and they took Obi Toppin, but I'm glad Vassell is being more efficient this year and is on the right path. And he's how old? He's 21. Yeah, he's going to continue to get better. And he's a smart player as well and a good defender. I love me some Devin Vassell. I also just did a Spurs rebuild, so I got to use him a lot. And Desmond Bane, top 5 in the redraft. Yeah, all right. I could see it. I agree. I agree. I don't know if I'm going to have him higher, but I like it. I like it a lot. 4, Tyrese Maxey. I'm going to be a big Maxey guy in my redraft. I did a redraft, I think like 8 months ago of the 2020 draft, and I've ranked the prospects before as well, but I'm going to do a full redraft now that we've had like a full year and a half of them as well. That'll be some nice all-star break content. And yeah, him on the Bulls. Like that. Him and Levine, I don't know if that would work, but yeah, Hornets get Halliburton because they wouldn't have a chance of LaMelo Ball, but that is fine. Obviously, you'd rather have LaMelo Ball, but Halliburton, no slouch. And then you got Anthony Edwards going to Golden State, so that was the big piece, or the big, I guess, debate. Would Minnesota still take Anthony Edwards in a redraft, or they would go LaMelo Ball? I don't know. Like, Edwards has 30-point per game potential. He does. But do you take LaMelo Ball, who is an all-star this year and is one of the best playmakers in the league? That is a big debate. But I don't think you can go wrong with either one of them 100%. I think like those are the clear 1 and 2. Halliburton the clear 3. And then you probably have a debate between Maxey and Bane for 4 at this moment. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Like I said, I'll probably have my 2020 redraft out like tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. Drop a like if you did. I love you guys. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.